you don't, they will insist on you paying them $100 or more because they caught you. Seems fucking ridiculous. This motherfucking revenue generating policy enforcement bullshit we got going on in this fucking country is fucking ridiculous. Very un-American to expect that in order to feed the government machine that I thought we were all supposed to be trying to keep our eyes on with some diligence to be sure that they don't go tyrannical or violate any laws while we are all undergoing this experiment in America to test out what freedom really is. We failed to test. I want you to know that that we have failed to fucking test, because you're supposed to have zero tolerance, and you're supposed to bring very precise, meaningful, direct, and powerful correction just to be sure that what you're dealing with is not a tyrannical government trying to operate and benefit off the backs and the work of the people. You're supposed to make sure that's not happening. And I can come with all of the shit that I be saying and hypothetically say that the world the country at the very least, looks way too much like something that we're supposed to be, not something that we're supposed to be opposing. A thorough investigation of all of that is long overdue. What's so crazy is that different movies, films, news outlets, and other things, they highlight what I call one-hitter quitters from time to time. Where if that is the only thing you can find wrong with government, it is all the fucking reason that we need to bring it to a halt to say, wait a minute, not only is this suspicious, but we want to make sure that whoever has been involved in this activity gets brought to some swift and harsh justice, the justice that they should have expected when they took that oath and then decided to break that shit like everything is sweet. We need to be doing that. Secondly, we need to rearrange whatever the fuck it is that make motherfuckers think that this shit's sweet out here, that they can step into this shit and then abuse it. Boy, what the fuck makes you thought that you was going to be okay doing that? Whatever makes you think you got the green light to do that shit, we need to make it very clear out in the front with the example that we're going to make out of your ass, and whatever the fuck it is that we fail to convey this message to you, we finna tighten all that shit up. You can't come in here thinking you finna abuse America behind this illusion of authority, because if you try to do that, as the American people standing up, and the American government too, because y'all should also be verbally and through any other conduit of expression, letting it be known that as the U.S. government, you will not, for any bit of fucking time whatsoever, condone, harbor, or allow under your watch the abuse of power in America. You are right along with me when I say, fuck that shit, make them stop it. I want politicians, they go, hell yeah, you goddamn right. Because you damn sure not talking about me, and I can respect the man that will get where I'm at to do some bad shit when I know I'm here with all my heart to do all of the good shit, to be a public servant, and blah, 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 blah. This is what these motherfuckers want to make you think and feel that they are. So when I talk my shit, they should be in agreement with me, not acting like I need to shut up, watch what I say, or that I sound somehow dangerous. They should be giving me the biggest round of applause, because I should be sounding the way they are sound. That anybody trying to abuse this shit should just get fucked up. Fuck them the fuck up, and I don't have to do it. They're supposed to do it. But this is all a pipe dream. You think they're going to do that? Ever, ever. Is the government going to say, we're going to turn back to face ourselves and punish the fuck out of ourselves for every little thing that we do that's wrong, especially if you catch us, we're not going to play no games, let's go. Man, listen. It makes absolutely no sense at all to think the government's going to hold themselves accountable in the way that they need to hold themselves accountable for every little thing that they fucking do. So when you know that that sounds like a pipe dream that we can really expect for no group of human beings to actually do that to themselves, you're not going to incriminate yourself. You're not going to punish yourself. Everyone will run from the fire that they deserve until they are caught, no way out, innocent until proven guilty. The truly guilty will hide behind that, hoping that you never even bring them to trial. More or less win the fucking trial and then hold them accountable. They don't want no parts of none of that shit, and they're not going to serve themselves up for that. And then as soon as you know that makes total sense, be on the lookout for these motherfuckers to do what we would expect anybody would do when they're trying to evade the punishment that they deserve. They are going to lie, cheat, steal, attack the innocent, bribe, intimidate witnesses. Man, they're going to do all. Y'all got to expect all of that too, right? Why you should be expecting for government to maybe someday, somehow, in some way, abuse their power in a way that all of us will go, man, that's not supposed to happen, and you know you dead wrong. Now you're going to die for that. Are you crazy, motherfucker? We don't get that kind of mentality behind our patriotism in this fucking country. Patriotism in this country says, support your government no matter what. Fucking idiot. Y'all sound dumb. Slap yourself. Pussy. Y'all sound stupid, right? Sound check. Let me be sure, because sometimes. All right, Rick James in this bitch, as usual. What up? Queen is in here. What up? It's been a while since I've seen you come through here. You usually come through a lot. But the whole live stream, really, what I wanted to say is that I do love myself more than I love any of y'all, and I don't think that comes as any surprise. And what I mean by that is that I will make the attempts to love you until you give me a reason not to. And when I try to make that attempt to love people, I am sincere as fuck. I be meaning that shit, bro. I be meaning that shit, man. Because I already feel sorry for the world. I am an empath, and I cannot handle the idea of someone living life in hell because I can't separate my own feelings from it. I can't separate how I feel about my kids living your horrible life, going through the pain you go through. I couldn't imagine my kids going through that or me going through that. I couldn't imagine my kids going through it and no one helping them, no one understanding the pain that they're going through, no one being willing to stand up with their own hearts to help my kids now or later in their life when they're looking right at them suffer anything. I can't do it because I can't separate it from my own fucking life. So because of that, you get all of the love from me, and then you will get all of the magazine if you mean me harm, and that's got to be respected because I don't know what else you could possibly ask for or imagine any man bringing to the table when interacting with other human beings, man, on this fucked up, bullshit, fucking beautiful planet. All this shit is fucked up, beautiful, cool, interesting, sad, horrible, bloody, cheerful. We is all of that shit, bro. That's why the fucking language is so colorful, because we bounce our language off what it is that we find here. And we find all of that shit here. And I also believe that everything that you can possibly use, words, poetry, art, expression, your whole life and your whole death is calling the universe by its name, by something. And that includes your idea of a God. We are calling your idea of a God by everything that we can see in our lives that we can describe, period. That's why I be telling people when they go, oh, God is good. All the time, man, all the time, God is good. I be like, shut the fuck up. Shut that dumb shit the fuck up. And if that offends anybody who's in here right now or who will ever see this video, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you personally. I attack different ideas and shit like that when I feel like those ideas are going to be harmful to the people that I'm trying to love. Therefore, I must oppose that shit with everything that I have, and I need to be as aggressive as possible, and as sincere as possible when I say that I'm trying to protect y'all from the bullshit rhetoric and all of the bad people with the guns and the illusion of control and all of that shit, the child traffickers, everybody. I mean to protect you from all of them, and in that protection, I'm going to be super duper aggressive, potentially violent if there is no other option but that. In the meantime, I'm going to run my mouth. So I don't mean to offend you personally when I say that. But that God is good all the time and all the time God is good shit sounds fucking dumb. Because we are in the midst of something that is inseparable from this God that you're calling all good all the time. But you got to call him by everything that you find here. Ain't he the chief script writer, executive producer, and director of this fucking film of reality? If that's what you think you are dealing with when you think about your idea of God, at least call him by everything that you see. How the fuck is he not this? Yes, the fuck he is. He is a fucking pissed off, big-hearted, revolutionary fucking gun rights activist that lives in Iowa with brown skin and dreadlocks. Yes, the fuck he is. That is who he is. That's who you talking to. I am the one. We are all the one. You can't separate yourself from this. I am only identifying with the reality and the consciousness and life that I can't separate myself from. Where is this division, this separation between my fingertip and the rest of the fucking universe? Where's the division? I'm looking for the division. I don't see where I end and the universe begins. All of this shit is swollen, bro. I am it. You are it. That's why the respect, the utmost respect for your life to be free from violence, and so that you can be left alone so you can ponder your existence. That's way too important for me to take it lightly. And some people don't like how aggressive I'm being, all that other shit, and I feel like you're just not taking life serious enough. Because if you was taking it serious enough, you would love as hard as you can, and you would oppose all of the bad shit with everything that you have and all the energy that you fucking got, because it deserves that. They deserve all of the shit that it takes to stop them, no matter what the fuck it is that stops them. They deserve all of it because they deserve to be stopped. I don't care what that means in the in-between. If that includes some fucking violence, I have come to terms with that. They have. They came to terms that when they write a fucking seatbelt ticket, that it can equal your fucking death if you go that far. They have come to terms with that and accepted it wholeheartedly. They stand loud and proud when they finish their training and get their badge and their gun. They're out on the forest patrolling. They have agreed to bring death to you about any conflict that you might have when they desire total dominance and you want to be left alone. And it'll go that far over a seatbelt ticket if you refuse to pay it and you refuse to fucking park your car and leave it until it's settled. Refuse it all and watch it turn into a life and death struggle between you and some officer over that. I don't have to like that, bro. And if that's not the way the world works or the way law enforcement works, somebody could just say, Trey, that would never happen. Then describe to me how it would never happen in that way. You show me the cop that'll back down when he realizes that you mean to resist and he means to dominate, but he's going to take the high road and see that it's not worth his life or yours, and he's going to let you go to settle this in a different way because this conflict has come to the point where there's only violence to settle it now. And then the cop bows out to go, we'll get over with you later. We'll send a summons to your house, man. We'll summons you to court. We'll try it again. We'll just keep on trying, but I'm not finna fight you to the death right now over this seatbelt ticket. I can't believe you won't park your car, bro. But I'm the fuck out of here, man. I'm not doing this. What cop does that? They call for backup to go, we'll dogpile you. We will riddle you with bullets if it comes to that. How capable are you of even fighting us like that? Because if you're super capable, we will overpower your shit. We have to completely dominate you with overwhelming force and violence to subdue you because we told you not to move your fucking car and you moved it anyway. After we told you to give us $145 for the fucking ticket for the fact that we caught you not wearing a seatbelt and there was no fucking victim at all, and you're the only one that you could have possibly hurt by not doing that, and now we are here when you actually took a calculated risk that paid off because you never hurt yourself. The only person in the fucking line of fire was you, and you never hurt yourself. And now you are facing real danger because you won't give us the money. Now you're going to face a fucking danger that has a fucking 100% guarantee you're going to die if you go there. That seatbelt thing that you refuse to fucking wear, it's not even 100% guaranteed that when you don't wear it that you're going to die. There is no guarantee that if you don't wear that seatbelt that you're going to die. But there's a guarantee that if you don't pay that fucking ticket, they'll be the ones to kill you. The social fucking bodyguards. The protectors. Did I just misdescribe how this can go? If I did, I need to hear it. If I didn't, change the way you think about the world and stop being a fucking zombie. Stop being a fucking asshole know-it-all. Stop thinking that a nigga yelling through his fucking phone on YouTube cannot possibly be a saving grace to humanity because he's just an angry nigga on YouTube yelling in his phone. I don't give a fuck where the truth comes from. It's got to be. If it is true, then it is true. And it is absolutely true. Every fucking word I just said to describe law enforcement and what can happen if you don't wear a seatbelt and you refuse to fucking pay that ticket ever, and you refuse to acknowledge them when they try to stop you, and you tell them to his face you're not fucking going. He tries to remove you from your car in front of your kids, and you go, no, don't fucking do this because I'm not giving up. You should give up. Say that to the officer. In an instant, he will be drawn into tunnel vision to being willing to go as far as you want to go to dominate you, even if it means you killing him or him killing you in front of your kids. He is not going to stop for none of that stuff, and you know it, cop lover. Who love the fucking police around this bitch? Stand your ass up and tell me how I just misdescribed law enforcement. None of that is even capable. They're not capable of that. It is impossible. I'm spreading some kind of blanket statement of hate over a group of people that don't deserve it and all this other shit. I gotta hear it. I cannot continue to listen to motherfuckers disagreeing with me because they don't like the way I deliver the message or because they just want to love the fucking cops and they just can't fucking face the fact that there is something fundamentally flawed with the employment which makes them all bad and ain't no good ones. I need to hear it because I'm tired of the bitch ass responses that I'm getting from people who want to be respected as adults, who cannot conduct themselves as adults to say, if I disagree with this man enough to want to voice my disagreement, I'm going to hit him with a fucking life lesson. Hey, some people don't like them long responses. I like them. Because when I see them long responses, I'm expected to either learn something or be ignited with the strong, thorough understanding that everything that I'm saying and every place that it's coming from is absolutely fucking right, and the world is just fucking up some shit that I see that's as easy as 1, 2, 3. It's going to be one or the other. You're going to change me or you're going to strengthen me. But I do need to hear a thorough examination of what I say, and then I want to be corrected thoroughly, man, with logic, not with feelings and not with statutes, ordinance, and codes and shit like that. I already know they got the power on the paper. That the paper says this, so there's the power. No, there's the illusion. Where did the power actually come from? And why is it so wishy-washy that this motherfucker can barely pass his training and barely get the employment? Maybe half the fucking staff don't even like him, but he made himself, he placed himself on this, what do you call it, a pedestal in society to call themselves a law enforcement officer. Let's say he makes it there, right? Let's say he's a shitty cop. Might even have some complaints on him. If the complaints aren't enough to get him fired, he can bring his ass back out here and impose all of that shit upon me until he completely fucks it up. That's weird to me. He can come to me and say, you would never in a million years tell me that I owe you money over the way I was driving. Did I hurt somebody? Okay, I was going kind of fast. It was a calculated risk. Did it pay off? Yeah, it paid off because I hit no one. Kind of looks like I know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, you want me to give you $200 for doing that? Nah, no, thank you. I will not be donating to your extortion racket. I won't be doing that. If you do that, that's going to end in your death. If you do that and you stand there and you don't budge, you will die for that. That's crazy. They wrote that on paper that you're supposed to die for that if you do that. What did I ever write on paper that a cop was going to die if he does what to me? Nothing. Every time I say that I kind of wish that they would get what they deserve, it's according to the shit that they already agreed to when they took the oath, written by some motherfuckers that they pretend to praise. I'm completely removed from the whole assessment that if a cop violates U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242, that they deserve 10 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, maybe even $500,000, I can't remember, and potentially they supposed to be extra fuck out, put into the fucking dirt for their violation. I didn't write none of that shit. Fucking weirdos. I didn't write it. I get to say it for sure. I never wrote that. I don't even know if that seems to me actually kind of harsh, but at the same time it kind of makes sense because it's supposed to keep them in check. But what's so sad is that it didn't work. So now a lot of them actually deserve that. Damn near all of them. And that sounds weird to me to say that, but it's not my fault because I didn't write it and I didn't agree to them rules. Somebody else did all that shit, man. You're never gonna make me sound like somehow I am some domestic T word off the shit that I said because I'm only getting the shit from what the fuck y'all wrote and what the fuck y'all promised. And if that's not what it is that I'm doing, and what I'm saying sounds nothing like the shit that y'all already agreed to, I want to see a thorough examination side by side. What I'm saying and what y'all fucking write on paper. Because I think the shit aligns very well. So don't be a pussy. You take that job and die for it if you fuck it up. Take that shit on the chin. Get in front of the fucking firing squad and let it be what it's gonna be. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch, protect yourself. I love all of y'all. Let me give a couple of minutes here. They gave me the proof. I'm a real Leo born. Yeah. Quinn, you've been through some shit. You told me your story before, and your story is kind of sad and crazy too. That's the kind of shit that'll make me go all out in the idea of defending someone that was close in my proximity who I could do that for. I would have to defend. I would never allow my daughter, my girl, my mama, my sister, uh, a close friend, somebody in my close proximity. I would never let y'all go through what Quinn went through and just let it go. The police don't let nothing go. If you were to fight a cop in resistance and you were kind of beating him the fuck up, please believe that they will never forget that you did that. And anytime that there was ever a connection made between who you are and them recognizing who you are in any other future encounters with law enforcement, they'll never forget that you did that. And you can open yourself up to be targeted for abuse if you were to be pointed out as the guy that fucking chipped the fucking tooth of an officer when you punched him in his shit when he was trying to arrest you. If you do that, they'll never forget you. Anybody who would ever hurt my kids or anybody that I love or anybody in my zone of influence with the cockiness that they can get away with it because nobody's going to do anything, that makes me want to do something to you. And that's just a natural human reaction. Anybody who can't understand that, I don't know what fucking planet you're from or who raised you, but you're a bitch to not even understand what it is that I'm saying when I say that or what I mean or where I got that from or why I would feel like that. You got a problem. You motherfuckers got problems, man. I really do believe that people put on front that they got to play dumb or avoid certain things or deny certain truths because of the responsibility that's calling out to them once they acknowledge that and what that means that they have to feel about themselves or their loved ones if you got law enforcement in your family. Period. And if anybody in my family were ever to be a cop, I go, cuz you a bitch for that. Hi, why you do that? You want to be a cop, nigga? I would never stand by and let somebody in my family become a cop and then respect them. Two things my kids cannot do in their fucking life without me barking on them, and I don't give a fuck how old they are and what's going on. I'm always going to strongly voice my opinion in my kids' lives, only mostly with two different things they kind of bug me that I would hope my kids will never get involved with in their adult life. And that is hard drugs. Don't do no fucking hard drugs. I'm not going to stand by and watch you do that just because it's your life. I'm going to voice my opinion. I can't make you do shit, but you will never hear the end of me. I'm going to run my mouth if my kids are lost in hard drugs in their adult life. If that ever happens, I'm always going to voice my opinion. I'm going to be talking my shit. Another thing that they better not do as they get older is be a law enforcement officer or get a government job. If they did that, they're never going to listen. They're never going to hear the end of me. I'm going to constantly be talking shit, voicing my opinion, and getting on their ass about it if they get involved in hard drugs or a government job. Don't do either one of them, y'all. Talking to my kids, don't do none of that shit, bro. Or I'm going to be on your ass until I die about you and that dumb fucking choice to get involved with either one of those things because they're all fucking stupid. The drugs should be legal. Just because I want to be legal don't mean that I like them. What I'm saying is people should be free to do what the fuck it is that they want to do. Because that's what I want you to do for me. I have to want it for everybody else on some bullshit. That's how you solve that. People don't fucking understand that. Cops don't understand the judges, though. You want to be free to be who you are and not be judged so much so that motherfuckers will actually impose themselves on your life in violent ways because they don't like your lifestyle? Man, come on, man. Nobody actually wants someone else to be doing that. I don't understand how you can then move forward to be the one to do that to somebody. Fuck you if you're doing that, period. God damn. Am I making any fucking sense at all? God damn. The whole fucking world operating like what I said is fucking stupid, couldn't be understood by anybody with a brain, and that I'm so fucking wrong that I best shut the fuck up, not actually try to apply any of these things to my life or other people's lives, and that I got the game fucked up because life don't work like that. Man, get out of here, man. There's nothing wrong with nothing that I ever say ever, actually. And I will be cocky in that regard because I know I mean all of the love. God damn. I know I mean all of the love and all of the protection for everybody. And because of that, as long as I'm using it as my basis, I can't see no wrong in the shit that I do. Just say it. I don't see it. I'd sure like to see it if somebody can point it out to me, though. If you think it's there, then fucking point it out. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch, man. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. yeah, man, try to love yourself a lot, and then try to love everybody else as much as you love yourself as humanly possible as it can be for you to push them towards that way, man. And I'm asking people to be an empath when that ain't in everybody, but reach for that. Understand what it is. Watch some videos on the psychology of an empath, and it's going to describe me very well. And you will see that everything that I do, you go, yup, this dude is an empath. He's just a little spicy. He's got an off switch that he turns the empathy off if he's dealing with someone who smiles at the idea of doing the exact opposite to anybody's fucking life. If you are my opposite in that way, then you're the only kind of person that I can see myself hurting, and it's got to be okay to know that some people might deserve to be hurt. The cops know that people deserve to be hurt, but they won't say it like that. When I say it though, then I kind of look like something that's like it's weird because they're saying it without saying it. We all mean the same thing. Me and a good cop both mean the same thing. That we come across somebody who's completely abusing somebody else, and they are just dead fucking wrong, that we will do whatever it takes, including shooting them, and we don't care if that's what it is. Okay, let it be that, because it's going to be something. You're going to stop. I know that. What we got to do to make you stop? Because whatever it is, it will be done. That's what me and the cops say. I sound crazy to some people, and the cops, they get the, why? Because of the job? As if the responsibility to do that isn't in the heart of every man. Isn't the responsibility of every man to kind of be like that? If this is a quality that everybody can appreciate in law enforcement, to see it in other people who aren't even law enforcement should warm your heart. Y'all is scared, though. Niggas is pussy, bruh. Motherfuckers is pussy. Angel, I see you in here. Thank you very much. I know you understand where I'm coming from, and it's appreciated, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. When people comment, say things, and I know that they actually understand what it is, and I'm saying even when I'm being abrasive, it warms my heart, man, because I'm really trying to be myself, number one. Number two, I really want people to see that someone who talks as aggressive as I talk and act like this and shit, still huggable, still loving. That's where all of this is coming from in the first place. I could not imagine myself hurting somebody that doesn't deserve it. The psychology that goes on in my head would place me in their position, and I wouldn't be able to do it. It will place my kids in their position, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I will feel like I hear my mama crying if I hear you crying, and all of that. I cannot shake that shit. That's why I can't hurt you. I almost feel like, to the high degree of empathy that I have for the world, I don't think it's a mental illness, but I think that it is part of it that I might be flawed in doing that. And some people say, nigga, you care too much. Live your fucking life, man. Protect your kids. Fuck them people. You're not going to save them. Leave them the fuck alone. Some people say that I'm doing too much, I care too much, and it doesn't even make sense for me to care or try like this, to be giving a fuck about y'all. And they won't call me crazy. Most of the time they'll say you brave or you got balls. But what they're saying is, you're doing a lot that a lot of people don't do, they don't got to do, and they're not even really expected to do. What are you doing? I can't help it, bro. And when they talk about kids dying and all this other shit that happens to these kids, I hear my mama crying. I feel myself crying in pain and fear. I hear my kids crying. It all rings inside of my head. And I go, that's somebody's child. And I should be disturbed by this. And I cannot live acting like it's not fucking happening. Now let me end this fucking live stream before I start fucking crying. Fuck whoever hurting kids. I'ma get you. I'ma get you. I'ma get you, motherfucker. Stay the fuck away from me. Wu Bang. Get a gun, protect the fucking kids at all costs, and stop being a bitch, yo. The world needs you. All these superhero movies that don't nobody want to be Deadpool. Don't nobody want to be Iron Man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?